So I need to do Aquarius again because apparently the game save system doesn't work.
God be with you, Henry.
It used to be you just needed to rest somewhere. I needed to talk to that girl first.
What are you doing?
But now it's not even that. It's just broken. There's no other way to say it. It's broken.
Only pure and
I asked around, doing well in Sassa. He has no plans to return to St. James anytime soon.
you talked to him? How is he doing? Doesn't he need his cassock fixed? He's always tearing it. There isn't a pew or a step he hasn't tripped over at one time or another.
I asked the abbot. He said they have work for him elsewhere and that St. James will have to wait.
Wait? I remember the last time. We had to go to Sassav for almost 2 years. I probably won't even live that long.
That won't be that bad. Meanwhile, you can work at Master Hargen's house and who knows? You might even find you like it.
You're probably right. What else can I do at my age? And the presbytery is too big for one woman
So
alone.
apparently it's not
you agree
any of the
you'll go and
sleeping
work for
rolls.
Harry?
It's
Isn't
bed.
that what I just said? I'll go and do
this save
housekeeping for
system is just too broken. It's just ridiculous. Might need to wait until it's actually fixed before playing the game if you play it. It's a fun game, but that save system just ruins it completely. He should come downstairs in a few moments.
Hey, Henry, come to see us. God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
I know everything I need to know to pick the carriers.
Splendid. I'll be glad to get this damn business off my back. So how have you decided?
So, how do we do this? Do I just give you their names, or should I send for them?
Just tell me their names and whether they should carry water or something else. Don't worry, I'll send for them.
Peter, better known as Rock.
Peter? Rock? Didn't he get into a fight and injure his arm? Well, what should he do?
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next?
Tonda. They call him the Winch.
The winch. Ought to be good with a bucket anyway. What's he going to do?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Vincent, Moimir's son.
Vincent? Never heard of him. What do you think he should do?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Vasim goes by the moniker of Pickman.
Pickman. I hope he doesn't have a history of pickpocketing.
No, no. They call him Pickman because he worked in the silver mines, and he was very keen with the pick. So much so, he managed to chop off 2 of his fingers.
Well, he can't do too much damage with a bucket, I suppose. Where do you want to put him?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Antonia.
What? A woman?
Yeah, is that a problem? You never said it had to be only men.
I didn't, but I kind of assumed it would be clear. It's a long walk with a heavy load, man's work.
She can handle the job, have no fear.
Let's hope so. You'll have to answer to me if she can't. Where do we put her then?
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next?
It does pay more.
That's it.
Good. All decided. Now about the cook's job.
I chose a cook as well. Should I tell you or go to Hagen?
Tell me who you chose and I'll take care of it.
I chose old Agnes for the cook's job. I had a job convincing her, but it was worth it. She's the best cook around.
Glad to hear it. I'll have to drop in on Hagen for lunch sometime.
Okay, so gotta do the ancient map quest again, because I thought it was pretty much any bedroll that you find, and it's not. That is learned the hard way. About 2 hours worth of work down the drain from their shoddy save system. It can work, but it's not practical. That +1 is because of a trait I have that adds +1 to those skill sets when I'm near a town. Thing is, I know where I need to go for both of these now. Don't make the mistake and think that any roll on the ground will, any sleeping bag or hastily made bed or bed in those camps will work. I thought that was saving it. It wasn't. The ancient map number 4 is very near a bandit camp. Up ahead to my left. It's right next to it, in fact. In fact, the camp is roughly where you see that red hand. So if you've been to that camp, then you've pretty much found where the ancient map points to. There is a building that has been torn down. That I'm going to be heading towards.
An assassin, eh? The old woman sets a fucking assassin on me!
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Gone weak at the knees, have you? You all get what for?
These bandits definitely have a lot of alcohol on them. That's why they do foolish things. Not this road, it's the other. Building in question should be this one right here. On the other side of this is a bandit camp. It's visible from the road, so you don't have any problem, shouldn't have any problem finding it. As you see, close to the road, and this is a damaged building. The bandit camp is right around there, where I'm pointing right now. With this one, there's a what amounts to a small nook that you can only get to by climbing up through here. For lot picking, make sure that you have your vibration off. Because it is unmerciful if that vibration is on. Oh, forgot to move one more thing. That's the ancient map 4. I head towards this one now. This one you follow the road, and after a little while you'll come upon a stream. There'll be rocks on the left side and a shrine on the right side. Let's see. No, there's rocks on the left side. There's a creek on the right side and a shrine closer to the road on the right side. Once you reach the shrine, it's southeast from that shrine. Then you'll run into a large rock. It's all on the map. It can be easy to get off by a little bit, and you may end up getting to the edge of the map. If you do, just head sort of easterly. You should find it. And that rock definitely stands out. If you go to that camp that's near that destroyed building, and I think that's the foundation of the building rather than the building itself. Well, of course that is the building too. But if you go to that camp and you sleep in one of those impromptu tents or makeshift tents, do not mistake yourself into thinking that you've saved the game, because you have not. I'm saying that a couple of times as a warning, because the save system on this game is unique, to say the least. You can save and exit, which if you can save and exit, then you can pretty much do all the spam saving that they were trying to avoid anyway, since all you really need to do is just save, exit, and re-upload the game. So the logic behind it doesn't make any sense, but regardless, it's one of the things you have to pay attention to. The only places you can save are official beds, either beds that you own or are assigned to you, or beds in the inns. And no other place that you can sleep will work. Or you can drink one of the alcohol Well, I guess you could say it's a potion. But you'll be drunk for a little while you do so. It's a crazy system. But if you play the game, it's one you have to get used to. And supposedly it saves after quests, but I found that to not be true. It doesn't. Because I completed Aquarius, and it should have saved after that. It didn't. Right around this bend is what I'm talking about. You'll start hearing the creek in question to your right. Also watch out for various bandits. Such as that one, the cumin.
Na bassza meg! Ez betal! Bína!
You can expect the fight like this is going to take a little while. We're both decently armored. Although I'm getting hits in.
Itt vagyok! Nesze! Épp elkurtad az életed! Ja! Itt van! Kurva élet!
some of the hits I'm doing is to get his shield into a certain position.
Get it! Ha!
Not gonna see him again. One of the things that bites is the fact that your enemies, all of them, have unlimited stamina. If they want to run, they're going to be able to outpace you, no matter how hard, no matter how much they're injured. Okay, let's see where I am. Back this way. Okay, here is the shrine I was talking about. That's on your map. And see where that circle is? That is basically where the shrine is. It's a little bit to the side of it. The rocks in question are these rocks over here. So from these rocks and that shrine to the southeast. I'm sorry to having to do this again, but I was a little bit surprised that the sleeping places at the campsites don't work for saving. I thought they were, but they really weren't. So I ended up losing a lot of work. And here is basically where that map is pointing to. I need to get this sword repaired because I don't have the strength necessary to use the hammer I just got. Fortunately, I picked up some coin to do so. Next place in question is a deer hunting spot. It's not too far away. Yeah, it's right here. And I need to pick up some deer for some peasants living in Rattay. This is interesting. This is the first time I've tried to go directly to this hunting place from that mine. Looks like someone had a house here. And this does not seem like an accident at all. So I don't know if he was killed when he ran into here, or if he was hit by arrows outside and just died in here. But there's a lot of accident sites like that. Although, as I said, that's no accident. There's another one where I found a dagger right in the person's head. In which I would argue that's hardly an accident either. All sorts of interesting sights. This one looks like a place to keep hunting supplies. And bear in mind, hunting deer is not legal for most people in this time. It's very much illegal. And it doesn't really matter how much you're starving either. So there's one thing I want to avoid while I'm hunting, and that is pretty much anyone seeing me hunt. Another level in vitality. See, that helps. Yep. Get marathon man. I won't run as fast, but I'll be able to run much longer. Although bear in mind if you use that against enemies, it seems they have unlimited stamina. Okay, one deer head. The character does not have very much control. There we go. Antlers. Might be able to sell that to the baker or the miller. Any excess deer I get, I'll also sell to the miller. Since it's basically marked as stolen, since hunting is not a right most people enjoy in this game. Certainly not peasants. And it's the kind of thing that will get you thrown in jail. But I should be good as long as they don't search me. Another one. Alright, I'll just see if I can move it to my horse. Naturally not. So avoid. Once I'm out of conflict, I'll just move it then. Then I'll move it back right before I trade with Alex. Although why I'm still in conflict is surprising. There we go. So if I run into a bandit again, I'll just be able to fight him instead of being over encumbered. There's a strange bug that's right here. All these weapons are all over the place, but they count as stealing if you pick them up. They kind of are messy in that regard. Past the guards, should be able to get the deer meat again. Although I probably wouldn't have had a problem before.
Welcome, Henry.
We women must stick together, mustn't we?
Yeah, there he is.
Good day.
I brought that game for you.
Great. Let's have a look at it. Thanks, Henry. We'll get lots of supplies for this. I think we'd better quit while we're ahead. The Master Huntsman has got wind that something's up, and the burghers are getting nervous. But you helped us a lot, Henry. Thank you.
You're welcome. Come and see me if you ever need anything else.
I will.
The rest of this deer meat I'll sell to the miller. He can fence stolen goods.
God save you, good knight. What can I do for you?
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that.
And once that's done, actually, I'm not going to use that. Okay.
What the hell?
I need to get my sword repaired.
Henry, you about to get?
Sir Hans.
God save Henry.
Greetings, good night. How may I serve you?
I can afford this. And I'll sell this. I wish I knew what was up with those halberds. And why they keep getting dropped there. Alright, next time I stream Kingdom Come Deliverance, I'm going to be heading up to this area right here where there are some bandits. Let me mark the quests. Right here. I'm going to be heading there to take care of the bandits. There are quite a few there. So at least 5 of them. And the thing to remember is, unlike you, they can apparently put on all their gear while in combat.
God save you, Henry.
So thank you for watching, and that is it for now. And remember, the only place you can save are beds like these or those in the inns.